In the last 4 years, over 90 holistic practitioners died under mysterious causes. Erin Elizabeth is a long-time activist and has a website called healthnutnews.com. She started a holistic doctor death series on her site. This list includes mysterious accidents, murders, suicides, or unexplained deaths. Most mainstream media won't cover this topic. In this video, I'm going to talk about 10 mysterious deaths of holistic doctors. The first name I'm going to mention is Dr. Nicolas Gonzales. Dr. Nicolas Gonzales was a holistic MD. He had success in treating cancer that exceeded mainstream medicine. Gonzales' work was a threat to pharmaceutical companies. He helped countless patients, including the actress Suzanne Somers. She stated publicly that she spoke to him days before he died and that he was healthy. Some thought his death was due to a heart attack, but his autopsy showed it was not the case. Vitality magazine published an article earlier about Dr. Gonzales. In this article, he said that Big Pharma knew about his work and hoped he'd get hit by a bus. Another mysterious death is that of John Marshall. John Marshall was a top MD that was a former 4th generation Marine who served in Afghanistan. He had survival training there and was a fit guy. One day he was on his usual run after his workout at the gym. He was later found dead in the Spokane River. Authorities said he had somehow fallen into the river and drowned. The medical examiner ruled it as an accident, but Marshall's wife was not satisfied with that, so she hired a private investigator. The private investigator, Ted Pulver, reviewed the crime scene photos of the death. Pulver said that the condition of the doctor's body proves that he did not spend 27 hours in the violent Spokane River. The photos show John Marshall partially out of the water with his head tilted back and his arms down at his sides. Those photos also show John Marshall's iPod still in the pocket with the headphones plugged in. If Marshall had gone over the bridge, his iPod and gloves would not have stayed on his body. Pulver believed that John Marshall was murdered.
Whoever killed Dr. Marshall will kill again, and probably may have already killed again.
That's your genuine belief, Ted, that there is, a killer out there right now who is posing a risk to others?
Killers, there's two.
Dr. Alan Clark was a famous cancer researcher. He was the director of the European Cancer Stem Cell Research Institute. Dr. Clark went out to take his dog for a walk. His wife and neighbors later found him dead in the woods, hanging from a tree in a rubber suit with a mask on. Dr. Clark planned to take his family to the seaside the following day. Clark's wife said he had never talked about committing suicide. Cheryl DeBoer was born on May 23, 1962 in Seattle. She was a cancer researcher that went missing one day. DeBoer planned to meet her friend at the park and take a carpool to work. Her friend received a text from Cheryl at about 7 a.m. on a Monday. Cheryl said she had left her work ID badge at home and was going back to get it. She also told her friend she would take the bus instead. Her husband reported her missing after she did not show up for work. The last time everyone heard from her was at 7 a.m. on Monday, February the 8th. Teams of volunteers searched for days to find her. They later located her body in a culvert on Sunday, February the 14th. She had a plastic bag loosely over her head. The police ruled her death as a suicide, which outraged her family and the public. Cheryl's mother believed that her daughter died of a homicide. If Cheryl had taken her life, she would have taken meat out of the freezer for dinner, texted the driver of her carpool, walked 1.5 miles, crawled through thorny bushes and mud, put a plastic bag over her head, and lied face down in a cold, shallow creek and killed herself. We still don't know what led to her death. Dr. Weedon Henry Hahn was a skilled herbal doctor. He had treated about 13,000 people prior to his death. Many of his patients had severe problems such as cancer, osteoporosis and hepatitis. One morning, Hahn had a planned business meeting in Los Angeles but didn't show up. Neither Dr. Hahn himself or his wife answered phone calls that day. On March 23, 2016, authorities found Dr. Hahn dead together with his wife and their 5-year-old daughter. All three were wrapped in clear plastic in their garage. Each victim died of multiple gunshot wounds. The police later arrested Pierre Habush for the murder of the Hahn family. He was a business partner of Hahn and killed him because of financial reasons. Dr. Curtis Clarkson was a medical director of a holistic clinic in San Marcos before he died. He went missing the 15th of March 2016. His wife Danica McRae knew something was wrong when he hadn't shown up at his office since Monday. The couple spoke to each other the same day people last saw him. His wife was on her way back from a trip to New Mexico. Dr. Clarkson told her that he had a case of food poisoning and went home early that day. Somebody who knew him well supposedly saw him on the 20th of March in Bourne. 3 weeks later, someone who lived in the area spotted Clarkson's Mini Cooper in some brush. Dr. Clarkson was found dead inside the car. It appeared he ran off the road and hit some trees before stopping in the brush. Clarkson lived in his home for 30 years and drove the same route all the time. So how did they not find him on that road for 3 weeks? Kendall County investigators didn't suspect any foul play. Dr. Glenn Scarpelli and his wife both allegedly jumped out of the window of their holistic clinic. They left behind neatly typed and packaged suicide notes in plastic baggies. The couple said in the notes that they had a wonderful life but had some debt, so they had to kill themselves. They said their kids were upstairs and that others should take care of them. Their colleagues said that they don't believe for a minute they took their own lives. They left behind 2 children, Joseph and Isabella. Dr. Miguel Crespo was a stem cell and cancer researcher. The police found his dead body in the bathroom of the 8th floor at Whale Cornell Medical Center Hospital. Authorities believe Dr. Crespo died of a possible overdose. They found vomit next to his body, but the doctor didn't have drugs with him on the scene. Just before his death, he had made an exciting discovery in the field of cancer research. Dr. Dean Lorish was a world-renowned surgeon. He operated on celebrities like Bono of U2 after he had a severe bicycle accident in Central Park. His 11-year-old daughter found him in the bathroom with a knife in his torso. The police thought it was a suicide because he was under stress. A former ex-Giants player wanted to sue him over treatment issues. But even if Lorish would have lost the case, his insurance would have covered the costs. It is strange that he committed suicide over a lawsuit. Authorities said he missed his heart and instead stabbed himself in the torso. But that is a strange and painful way to kill yourself. As a doctor, wouldn't Lorish want it to be as quick and painless as possible? Before his death, he had criticized the relief effort in Haiti after the 2010 earthquake. Hillary Clinton served as the Secretary of State at the time. Lorish witnessed the situation in Haiti firsthand. After traveling to the island, he wrote an email to a confidant describing the disaster. That email somehow ended up in the inbox of Hillary's advisor Cheryl Mills, who gave it to Hillary. Many people before Lorish died when they tried to expose Bill and Hillary Clinton. Some call it the Clinton body count. Was Lorish targeted for exposing the Clintons? Dr. Lorish left behind his wife and 3 daughters. Dr. Tristan Burdett was a research scientist who worked for a pharmaceutical company. Prior to his death, he had been questioning the safety of vaccines. His work was controversial within Big Pharma circles. The industry didn't like his critical stance on vaccines. Burdett took his 2 small daughters on a camping trip so his wife Erica could study for an exam. Some guy gunned him down in front of his daughters in the middle of the night. Many people believe that big pharmaceutical companies are behind all these deaths. The same force behind Big Pharma also controls the governments, banks, the media and law enforcement. So it's not strange that they can get away with these crimes. If you enjoyed this video, then subscribe to the channel. Also visit our page cancerwisdom.net to learn more about the corrupt medical industry. Thanks for watching and I'll see you soon.